It's a collection which is based on a jacket I found in Portobello Road Market, which was a very beautifully handmade tweed jacket. Not particularly special in style, but I just liked the fact it was so beautifully made.
The focus is on the eyes. We're doing a socket line, like a blended brown, taupe, golden socket line. The skin is really natural, really fresh, really kind of sporty outdoors in a way, like very healthy, pink cheeks. A tiny bit of mascara only on the root of the lashes, and a natural lip.
Can you please all leave the room? We need to get the models ready.
I discovered on the inside pocket, well, often when you have a bespoke jacket, then written on the inside is who actually it's for. So it was made in Savile Row for somebody called Lady Lee in 1951. I found out where she was from, her history, and then my imagination just went mad. And in the end, it's not Lady Lee that it's about, it's her slightly wayward daughter that it's about. I don't know how we call it, debutante rock or posh punk or something. So it's a mixture of very elegant clothes, but worn in a way which is a little bit more rock and roll. I imagine the daughter lives in this beautiful stately home, but at the weekend she runs off to London with her friends and goes to some rock concerts and puts things together slightly inappropriately. I think we have Lady Lee here. She's hiding in here. And that's the actual lady, yeah. And that was her. And this is in a wax jacket, which might look quite familiar, but actually the shape of it is very modern and very different. A lot of the fabrics are very, very beautiful, like couture fabrics, so like flannel or, but very modern. Wools and rayons, so very modern mix of fabrics, even though they're in a traditional style. For instance, you've got the typical hunting red jacket with a beautiful hunting lining and the tassel check handkerchief worn with a very Paul Smith stripe, but with the hunting stock, but then worn with completely the wrong pants, which are silk ciré pants. So obviously the daughter has borrowed the mum's pieces and then put her own pieces with it. A skirt that she's had her mum's very elegant little twin set top but worn with a very extravagant silk ciré skirt. So always this inappropriate mix of things, and mixing very young with something very traditional. The granny squares, the crocheted squares, which many of your viewers will have seen before, I'm sure, either in a thrift shop or on laying over a bed or something. So the idea of taking that, which we think that the wayward daughter has probably found them, and then she's wearing it, you know, just like a shawl around, or she's fixed two together and she's wearing it like a dress. So it's just this part is really, in a way, not very representative of the collection, but it's a little joke on something she might have found, you know. The shoe is based on a Wellington boot, so it's a leather, but I've taken the moulding from the front of a Wellington boot and put it into a very sexy boot, and a high boot, a shoe, etc. So even the shoes have got the countryside feel with a real country soul. I never really had any formal training, so often I sort of borrow from the classics and from tradition and craftsmanship, and give it a newness through interpretation, you know, and that's what I seem to do. Hopefully a collection that will be easy to understand, because it's got that real classical look about it, but with the unexpected.